entrepreneurship sucks. I don't mean that it's not worth doing. I just mean that it sucks most of the time. And I don't know about you, but when I came to this game, I wasn't told that. I was sold the dream of supercars and doing what I love for a living, never having to do anything I didn't want to do ever again. And it's just simply not true. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. And my goal with this video is not to dissuade people from being entrepreneurs. In fact, it's the opposite. I want to save entrepreneurs. But in my experience from coaching over 100-something guys through entrepreneurship, a lot of them come in with the wrong expectations because of people like me, people online who only show the highlights of their life, who talk about how this new opportunity is so easy. You got to buy my program. You got to buy into this new drop shipping or SMMA or copywriting, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. We sell it to be easy. And the reason we do that is because that's what you want. You don't want the hard path. That's how we're kind of pre-programmed. But this all leads to this massive disconnect of expectations. We come in this game thinking we're going to be rich in 3 months. Next thing you know, 3 years goes by, and you're still not rich. We come in thinking we're only going to have to do what we want to do. And then you end up doing 10 times more stuff you don't want to do. We come in thinking we're going to work less hours, and you end up working 10 hours a day for 6 days a week. And like I said earlier, it's not that it's not worth doing. It's 100% worth doing. Entrepreneurship is the second best thing in my entire life, third best thing behind Jesus and my wife. So you should do it. I just want everyone to have the right expectations because I've seen so many guys come into this game and they could have won, but because their expectations were misaligned with reality, they ended up quitting. Because when things got hard, when things didn't go according to plan, they thought something was wrong. This isn't entrepreneurship. I'm not cut out for this. And they quit. And I don't want that for you. Because if God has made you an entrepreneur type, someone who naturally is inclined to being an entrepreneur, I want you to fulfill that. The issue is that it sucks, dude. And it's supposed to. That's the whole point of this video. It's supposed to suck most of the time. You should know by now that anything worth doing in life is not easy. Or else everyone would have already done it, meaning there's not an edge there, meaning there's no value there, really. Yeah, and I'm kind of feeling that right now, to be straight up with you. And I'm making this video because I no longer want to be the person who only shows you the highs of this life path. I want to show you every bit of it. And I can tell you right now, the downside of entrepreneurship is you feel alone a lot of the times. Because you're so different from your old friends, you grow apart. But as you get further in this game, you realize that it's harder to find friends because you don't know whether they like you for your success and they're going to leave when it's gone, or they like you because you have money and they're going to leave when it's gone, or they like you because they're just trying to get another step up in the game and then forget about you. And it happens. It'll happen to you. Or maybe you don't realize that this entire game is built off of nothing but failure. There's no way you can become a successful entrepreneur without failing a lot. And you've probably heard that before. A lot of people talk about that, how failure is a part of the game. And I heard a wonderful quote from somebody in my Copy Elite program. They shared it with us. They said that if you knew how many times it took you to fail before you succeeded, how fast would you start failing? And that's cool and all, and it sounds truthful, or it is truthful, but people forget what it feels like to fail. You might know that it takes failure, and you might get all excited, but then 3 months into failing, you're so tired, man. Like, you're just ready to give up. And people underestimate what it takes to win, especially in 2025, man, where knowledge has been exponentially accessible to everyone now. So the playing field has gotten harder. It's like if no one used to play your sport, it was easy to be good at it. But now that everyone plays your sport, it's a lot harder. And that's what the internet has done. It's great, but it's just made the game harder. But there's more rewards. It's more worth it. So my point of this video is not to be a downer, but to tell you that if you're feeling that pain of entrepreneurship, if it sucks, if it feels like nothing's working, you feel alone, you feel like, God, why am I even doing this? I could be doing anything else. I should just get a 9-to-5 job. It'd be easier than all this stress and mistakes and failures and all of this garbage. I want to encourage you, it's worth it. And that's exactly what it's supposed to feel like. Entrepreneurship feels like failure a lot. 99% failure and 1% winning. Sometimes even worse. I mean, how many videos of these have I made already? Probably like close to 100. And only 2 of them have gotten over 1,000 views. And if you came into this expecting 10 videos in to blow up, you would have quit a long time ago. And the reason I haven't quit these videos is because I understood that, hey, it might take 1,000. And because my expectations were aligned, I'm still doing them. So we'll see if I'm still doing them 30 more from now. But for now, I feel fine because I know it's supposed to suck. And the cheat code is your why. Why are you doing this? Because if you don't have a strong why, the failures and the backstabs and the mistakes and the stress is just it's gonna snap your why in half. Your why has to be strong. This is why I'm not a huge fan of just shipping people off into a business model. Because if that's not what they feel called to do, if that's not the people that they feel called to serve, they're gonna quit when things get hard. And so I think that if I had a cupcake shop or something like that, or a lawn care business, I would probably quit, honestly, because it wouldn't be a deep enough why. But because I feel so strongly about my calling to teach younger people the skill of entrepreneurship and to share with people what I'm learning and to tell them about Jesus along the way and to just help people, I keep going because what else am I going to do, you know? And the key is to not find joy from those one moments of glory. When you finally hit that 10K a month, finally hit that 50K a month, finally get that one product release or launch or whatever. It's by falling in love with serving the people you feel called to serve. That way that your joy is happening every day instead of once a year, twice a year. Instead of chasing those highs, you get to live on this constant high. And it's not like it's easy. Like I said, it sucks. But you got to have the right expectations and a strong, strong why. And that's what leads to that success. Because if you hear successful entrepreneurs talk, like Hormozy and them, they always talk about how it's not about beating the competition, it's about outlasting. This is not a finite game. This is an infinite game. Meaning the goal is to keep playing. There is no one who can win in business. It's who can play the longest. So, yeah, a little bit of a different video, but I want to be real. And I've been feeling this a lot. It could just be because it's like Sunday, to be honest. When I'm not working, bro, I kind of get in this like sad state. But anyways, hopefully this sheds some light on like entrepreneurship. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.